Hi, my name is Morgan Van Horn, and today I'm going to be talking about second language learners and my understanding of their needs in the classroom and what I can promise to my future students as a future educator. So firstly, we're going to be talking about their understanding of their needs. My understanding is that you need to be able to get you need to be able to be comfortable with these students. You also need to be able to have the trust in the students. The students that are second language learners need to be able to feel very trusting in their teacher that they're working with every day, and it's really important to build a really strong relationship. I worked with some second language learners in some of my observation classes last semester, and the most important thing I took out of that was that you need to be able to have a really strong relationship with these students. They're new and everything around them is new, and if they come to you and they know that the teacher that they're going to be working with that day is understanding and there's an open line of communication and that the student feels super comfortable, you're going to be able to get more out of the student. You need to understand, as a future educator, I need to understand that they're learning and they're going to need extra time to be able to grasp some of the skills. Everything's not going to click in one day or 1 month. It might take over a course of, 3 months. And you need to be understanding that, they're going to work at a little bit of lower pace because everything around them is very new. It's also really important to make sure you do get that one-on-one time with the student. So that they're having a chance to learn the new curriculum in the way that you're trying to teach it. It's important that you get the one-on-one so you're able to communicate with them one-on-one to see where they are, developing skills as well. These students, it's going to be challenging for them the first couple months of school. Everything around them is new, their culture is not probably going to be in the classroom as much, but it's important that we, make sure we integrate their culture as well. Nextly, I'm going to be talking about how to be responsive and knowledgeable of the student. Making a point to know about their culture is really important. Making sure you're asking questions about their culture when you're in that one-on-one time to make sure that you can have that, trusting relationship, it really helps. It's also good to know some certain little phrases in their language. I know some other languages are going to be kind of hard and some will be a little bit easier for the teacher, but you can always have a translator dictionary in your classroom so you can look to that, and also for the student to help as well. That's going to be a big thing because if they see a word that they don't know or you're trying to describe a word to them and they aren't really connecting with you, you can pull out the translator and point to their word that's in their language, and then they're probably going to get that concept a little bit better. The student is gradually going to be picking up on the new cultures and ideas in the classroom, so it's important to know their culture and also, to integrate our culture as well. It's also of having multiple second language learners in class to bring things into class and have stuff on the wall to show them, that being in a classroom with different students from different cultures is okay, and making sure that, it's on the walls and that they're feeling at home and welcome and not feeling out of place because, they're not from here. That brings me into some of the methods that we can, bring into the classroom. It's important to, know about their culture so you can, make connections with the student. Also having pictures around the classroom. It's important, not to just have only, stuff from our culture, but also to have things from other kids' cultures. So if you say you have 5 second language learners in your class, to make sure you have their stuff on the wall as long as the other culture stuff, so that everybody comes in and they're feeling more welcome and at home with what, they're coming into this classroom every day, they need to be welcome with it. It's also getting familiar with certain things. So you can have pictures and phrases and modules on the wall that, are going to be familiar to them, the door, and you can have it in different languages around the classroom. You can also, have the whiteboard in different languages, also the ABCs, having it around the classroom in different languages and phrases, and, it's showing all the different cultures. So it's bringing everything together into one. Making sure that we know these students that are in our class and that we respect them. We respect that they're from a different language and that we respect that, they are learning and they are new and everything is very new to them. So we need to make sure that the students know that we're fully committed to helping them in every way we can, because otherwise the student's not going to feel that connection from you, and it's going to be harder for them to pick up on some of the concepts. It needs to, you need to have an open line of communication. I know I've said that before, but it's really, really important to make sure that your communication is strong with these students, because there are going to be times where they feel not welcome, and you need to make sure that you can talk to them and bring out some of their spirits. As a teacher of a second language learner student, they need to feel that, you're committed in helping them through the process 100% of the way, and that they don't need to feel out of place. And it's just important to make sure that they feel that commitment from you, or else you're not going to be getting the great success that you would hope for as a teacher. Second language learners really need an inclusive classroom that supports the new and past cultures. So it's really important, and this goes along with the respect part of it. So you just have to respect that they're learning the new and their past cultures, and it's going to be hard, but as a future educator and having worked with second language learners before, I feel like it will really help me. And I truly love these students because I feel like they have a very warm place in your heart, and they're very loving, and it's very easy to teach with them. So and overall, it will be a great experience knowing that I have taught with them. So I look forward to possibly teaching more in the future. And that is all. Have a good day.